What's happening, people? Back with another reaction, back with some more Gary Numan's Tubeway Army, and we're back for the final tune on their 1978 self-titled album, and it is very intriguingly and perplexingly called 0 Bars, and then parenthetically, Mr. Smith. I mean, bars can be different things, pub-like establishments, but also bars like musical bars. There are bars of different hard material, whether it's steel or, a other type of beam, maybe. Ultimately, it's saying there's 0 of whatever type of bars we're talking about, and then parenthetically Mr. Smith, which makes me think of Hugo Weaving, but obviously this is long before those films would come out, so yeah, I really don't know what to make of the title. Let's just listen to it. This is Tubeway Army, 0 Bars, and then parenthetically Mr. Smith, the final track on their 1978 self-titled album.
My name is Smith, your silence is my drain. My name is Smith, here in this bar you fade out.
The bar you fade out? Musical bar?
Time is nothing, it merely rearranges our memory. In 0 bars, even time no longer seems willing to try. Please look around, empty faces that can't ever quite die. Don't be surprised, their bodies move by habit, look in their eyes. Nothing is real, if you break down and cry they won't even stare. Nobody feels, it's far too risky to admit that you care. Oh, stick around. My name is Smith, your silence is my drain. My name is Smith, here in this bar you fade out.
I still like, because here in this bar you fade out. You could drink too much and fade out in a bar of that kind, but you could fade out in the final bar of a measure musically. Either way, it sounds like he's Mr. Smith. So, are we fading out? Yeah, it feels very cheeky given the lines in the track. But I'm curious because, he's saying like it's a risk to show how you really feel, but then he's also saying if you break down and cry, people won't even stare at you, so I'm not sure exactly what's happening as we're doing some crazy guitar work on the way out. So yeah, as an album-ending track, it's really funny, and seems to be a bit like meta or self-referential. Yeah, like I said, I didn't pick up on the detailed themes, though it does sound like we're talking about perception and emotion, both as you feel it, but as other people see it, and so on. And yeah, I mean, it's kind of the hallmarks that I've come to expect listening to his music, this not robotic, but very, almost electronic type of vocal delivery, a blending of heavier guitar post-punk feelings with a bit of keyboard synth sounds, which I realize, he'll move more into the latter and a bit away from the former as we get to his solo career. But Yeah, it is interesting because having already heard a few tunes from Pleasure Principle, as well as I had heard Cars before that. I knew that he had some electronic sounds, but this album surprised me a bit in terms of like how post punk and punk like it was, even knowing that was part of it going into it. So be interested to hear Replicas and see whether it's sort of a transition between this and Pleasure Principle, whether it's closer to this, whether it's actually closer to his solo stuff. So looking forward to that. Let me know, Han Solo, if there are any extra tracks to go through before we go to the next album. Again, I'm looking through a lot of things. Sometimes I don't always notice everything. So yeah, either we'll go on to Replicas, or if there are some extra tunes, we'll go through those, and then we'll be on to Replicas. So yeah, shout out to all the Newman / Tubeway Army fans, as well as Doug, who again sent me that. I think it's a 7-inch, maybe it's like a 5-inch. It's like the smallest record I have. But yeah, it has Cars and We Are Glass, which we just listened to maybe like a week ago. So in any case, let me know what you think of this one. I will see you next time. Peace.